The fact that he even ran up on Quando and the first thing he thought was, I could just punch this nigga and it ain't gonna be nothing.
Because
he underestimated the nigga or underestimated the situation?
The whole situation. He was out of bounds. That's still technically, he was in they state. Like, that ain't they city, but that's they state still.
But if we keep it real, y'all, they had numbers on them though, in they state. So I think it's the mentality of Chicago niggas coming with like, man, these niggas ain't on shit, and then whole time.
I feel it just probably was something deeper behind that with them two.
Word.
That made him like, no, that we ain't finna start shooting. I'm finna punch this nigga. Like, it gotta be deeper. It was something deeper. It was something deeper, for sure.
There's a few things that don't make sense about that night. Because the other thing I feel like a lot of people overlook is the fact that it just so happened that after the bullets started flying, Von's guys pull out guns, start to shoot in, and then the police hop out of the car immediately and start shooting at Slutty and Louis, right?
If you watch, because that hookah lounge, I've been there before or whatever, or that little spot, like before all that shit, and like there'd be police just chilling out there in those parking lots and shit. So I don't know, it could be, but I mean, at the end of the day, we do see a video of the feds approaching Von right off the plane and like.
But also, if we found out that like a couple of Atlanta cops had been tasked with like, okay, let's follow this extremely notorious Chicago rapper and his crew around, that wouldn't be surprising in the least, you know, like that probably happens all the time.
Well, the other loose end, a lot of people think that I kind of believe behind the scenes is that I don't think it's a coincidence they ended up in that parking lot together at that time.
No, Von went out of his way to go there. Yeah, he found out that he was there.
But it was a question of, did he get the drop on Quando? Did Quando get the drop on him? Or did they speak and arrange and say, yo, let's get the fade?
I think Quando was booked there, right?
I don't think he was booked at that club. Quando's official story is that he'd been to some other club and they'd been shooting a music video before, and they was just going to go in here and grab some females and grab some toxicology. Said he was off at X.
I've done ecstasy, and you ain't taking no naps. That's the last thing you're thinking about.
Hell no.
Yeah, ecstasy can stay in your system for 3 to 4 days, right?
Yeah, it can, but I think
you think he was on rolling like right now?
Rolling that night for Boss's birthday.
I mean, the nap thing to me just don't really align with that. But I mean, I've also a lot of people are a lot more habituated to ecstasy than I am. So I only probably did it maybe like 10 times in my life.
Well, there's that other video of Von. He's with BJ, and they're saying in the video when he's live talking about, he's saying to the comments, yo, how many bodies do you think I got? More than 5? More than 5? People are saying he's off at Expel in that video. Seen that video?
I've seen that.
But,
a lot of Chicago dudes, Expel, it's like your daily vitamin.
Yeah, I used to eat that shit like nothing. It's candy.
So many times I've just been talking to a Chicago rapper, and really a lot of rappers in general, I just kind of had to get used to it, that's just not that out of the ordinary.
Leave those days in the past.
I can't live like that.